Hello my friends, my name is Helen and we are gathered here today to discuss the word CHEW-ghee. Hopefully you have not had to be exposed to this word CHEW-ghee, but I suspect if you've spent any time on TikTok, maybe you have. This is the new word making the rounds, and so as someone really interested in words, I am a writer by profession and I have been a copy editor in the past as well. I thought let's just delve into this and the intersection between this and what I talk about a lot on this channel, which is hair. So you're probably like, what is CHEW-ghee? What are you talking about? Is that a made-up word? It is a made-up word. It's not a word that I made up, but it is a word right now making the rounds over on TikTok. And basically, what it means is something that's kind of out of date. It's usually a word that women use about other women to describe clothes, hairstyles, silhouettes that are dated. And it's kind of a rude word. It's not really something you would say in a nice way to somebody. You would say something is CHEW-ghee. You know, for example, right now the thing everybody's picking on is skinny jeans. Those are CHEW-ghee. A side part, that's also CHEW-ghee. The best CHEW-ghee definition I've ever found so far was from The Guardian Australia on TikTok. So I'm gonna roll that for you now so you can see what they say about what CHEW-ghee is. So let's have a look at that.
Okay guys, it's time to talk about CHEW-ghee. Basically, CHEW-ghee is the most recent Gen Z word to break into public consciousness, and it refers to anything or anyone that's a bit behind the current trends. The term was coined in 2013 by then high school student Gabby Rassin, and it exploded in popularity once TikTok found it. Now, definitionally, what counts as CHEW-ghee is constantly changing, but at the moment it's basically anything from 2016. Girl boss energy, CHEW-ghee. Captioning boyfriend pics with love this human, CHEW-ghee. Sorry, but the TV show Friends is CHEW-ghee. CHEW-ghee. Skinny jeans, side part, CHEW-ghee, you get it. Now, people are clearly using this word to make fun of classic millennial traits, but could there be a darker side? Like, now that we're not allowed to just openly mock women, have we all just found a sneakier way to invalidate female interests? Because I've seen way more hate for pumpkin spice lattes than for men who wear Tom Brady jerseys while not being Tom Brady. And wait, isn't the fact that I, as a millennial from a 200-year-old organisation, and even talking about CHEW-ghee, proof that CHEW-ghee is already CHEW-ghee?
So like obviously here we're in the realm of the slightly ridiculous, right? And I would also go so far as to say is I think that maybe this is one of those trends that people aren't really doing in real life. I have done some other reading about this and apparently it's like just not something that Gen Z or Gen Z, as I would call it here in Canada, would say necessarily to each other. It is more of something that I think millennials, at least according to some of the analysis that I've read, millennials say to each other, and they're also trying to kind of reclaim the word and say like that they're CHEW-ghee and they're proud, right? Like being an adult who loves to go to Disneyland is apparently CHEW-ghee. You know, as we said, the aforementioned skinny jeans are CHEW-ghee. Certain brands of like the Gucci belt apparently is a CHEW-ghee thing. So listen, I don't know, the word is out there, but I wanted to bring it to you guys so that you know what this is when you do hear about it, because like, what is this term? It sounds ridiculous. It barely sounds like English, but I will say I'm not someone who wants to like gatekeep pristine English. I'm actually really against that. Even as a copy editor, I do not go hard at that. I think that language needs to be flexible and fluid, and that people my age in my 40s shouldn't be gatekeeping the words of younger generations. I think that language is great when it evolves. If language did not evolve, we would be maybe speaking Latin right now, which obviously we don't, right? Nobody does anymore. And that's why language evolves and needs to evolve. So CHEW-ghee basically is like calling somebody basic. You know, we had this word and have had this word, and basic is like people who like pumpkin spice lattes and like women who wear Uggs and I don't know, carry a Louis Vuitton Neverfull tote bag. I don't know, like I don't tend to use this word too much. I don't like words like this because I feel like there's a streak of misogyny in them where it's anti-woman and just mean, right? It's like a mean girl thing to say from one mean girl to somebody else. And I steer away from this kind of language, but I just wanted to make you aware that when you hear it, that's what it's about. What does it mean though for the realm of hair? Well, some things that are probably CHEW-ghee, and I'm kind of guessing here, but okay, well I know for sure that anything but a side part is considered CHEW-ghee, right? So if you have a side part, that's CHEW-ghee. If you have a middle part, that's like, everybody should have a middle part according to like the gods of TikTok and the reigning queen bees over there. Well, let me tell you something about side parts. They are not for everyone. First of all, if you have hair loss and it's most noticeable in your hair part, when you part it in the middle, perhaps that's not the best look for you. I'm wearing a side part right now because I think that that looks better right now. Sometimes I wear it split in the middle. it's probably best actually to switch things up, then you'll have less hair damage that way as well. So that's my thoughts on that. Probably some shampoos out there are considered CHEW-ghee. My guess would be like Olaplex would be considered CHEW-ghee. Basically anything that had its heyday kind of a few years ago is considered CHEW-ghee right now, which is kind of ridiculous. And I feel silly even saying that word, but yeah, I would say like Olaplex is probably in that realm. Ombre hair, you know, when you dye your hair and you get like an ombre look, that's probably CHEW-ghee right now. The list probably goes on and on and on. You know, I'm not going to expound on each of these as well because I don't think that that's helpful. Like, I don't think hair parting should be so trend driven. And I feel like if you're really stuck on that side part, you might come to regret it later on. You might look back at photos and go, why was everybody so into that? It's very conformist, and I think that that's my other issue as well. Like, it's very conformist to say that nobody should wear their hair parted on the side or everyone should wear it split in the middle. Why would everyone want to look exactly like everybody else? Personally, I try and avoid that whole thing where the whole cookie cutter of it all, you know, but you do you. So anyway, listen, this is just a quick sort of primer on what CHEW-ghee means, and if you hear it, what it applies to, and maybe even how to use it in a sentence. You won't hear me using this word ever after this. I'm gonna rinse it from my vocabulary. I don't think it's gonna have a lot of legs, but it's just going viral right now, especially over on TikTok, and I feel like it's creeping in. Like, I saw a little segment over on YouTube that the Today Show did, and I think the New York Times commented on it, so it's out there. Will it get any traction? I don't think it will, but we'll see. I'm recording this in May of 2021. We'll see. I suspect in a year from now, like, nobody's gonna be using this word, but time will tell. All right, everybody, that was just a quick one. Thanks so much for watching me, and we will see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe.